Okay, welcome to the stream. The goal today is to integrate Stu's really cool locations as boxes code to the regular visualizing remote library and then make it configurable. Because as we add more and more information to what we can show in the remote API, sometimes it can get overwhelming. And so we want to have like different levers of visibility. And then we can add things like payload size that's potentially going over the quote unquote network. Or I really want to add like seeing if we can textify the thunk that is being sent around for these computations, so you can actually see what is running as opposed to just like a task ID, which is maybe not as
We can
interesting.
absolutely do that, but I don't know how we're going to integrate that into a diagram. But
That is a good point.
um, is there a way that we could make a legend?
We could make,
Is there such a capability? I don't know.
I think
You
so.
guys know this stuff better than I do.
In the mermaid diagram, you can just have a node floating. Like in just don't connect it to anything. And then what you put in that node is whatever you
I guess
want.
we could label it as matching one of the task numbers up top
Yeah, that's a good point.
as a square node or something.
Yeah.
If all our other nodes are round.
Or you know what
Anyway,
we could do? There's no reason it has to be quote unquote in a diagram. Like we're collecting all of this information in a function, so we could write it out as like regular unison doc text.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Good point. Like we could instead of right. Okay. Yes, we could. Yeah, absolutely. We could just write a legend for the table for the diagram.
Yeah. Say this task ID is actually corresponding to like this other thing. So yeah. Okay, so that's the plan. We'll see what we can do today.
Right. And if the thunks are big, they're going to just collapse. It's going to actually work nicely, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. We could use the folded doc thing. Yeah, I wonder if we could actually just use the doc format to get it to be, like at source annotation in the docs where it's like, this is Unison code itself. And then it
Yeah.
gets all the automatic styling from
No,
Simon's.
I think we absolutely should be able to.
Okay, yes. This is great.
I don't know exactly how we're going to do it, and this is going to start with me having to remember what we did a week ago. Okay.
Yes, what did we do a week ago?
Then what did I do after we did that stuff a week ago? We did. A week. So the boxes.
Yes, well, you did the boxes. Last week we were able to get the diagram with the multiple locations and, cross location potential like network calls were represented with dashes versus not dashes. And then you did a spike and made locations their own like physical locations in the diagram, which was super cool. And you did
It was,
that.
a, it was it was a pretty substantial change because I moved us away from using Alvaro's um, library.
You
I mean,
guess
not
so.
the library. Sorry, I moved away from using the ability, the draw a flowchart ability, and started emitting just the actual data, the ADT.
Yeah. So I pulled it down, Stu. I noticed it was in this box in namespace. So I don't know what's the entry point to this to this
Um,
thing. If I view test.
let me pull up a copy of share.
So I'm kind of wondering, what is the potential of sort of like what we're playing with right now? Because right now, we're drawing these diagrams, and it's kind of like a very cool, very sort of cute thing that we're doing. But um, does it have more potential in terms of actually becoming a tool that is usable? Maybe that we can almost generate a whole separate website to represent um, the what's happening with a particular design. Um, like, could he get that far, or are we likely to run into an obstacle that we were not on these kind of like toy experimentation version, but in reality, like in the real world, is there like some obstacle that we might run into?
I mean,
The
I
things
I always
we're
think,
trying to craft now are way smaller than a real world thing.
yeah. I mean, I always bet on there being obstacles in software, but I can see a world in which this is used or integrated in some way into a sort of more quote unquote realistic handler.
Mm. So, for example, if we have a debug version of Cloud that could produce these diagrams automatically, maybe with a setting, right? Could
Yeah.
something like this power something like that eventually?
Yeah, and I think Stu, we were having a cloud meeting where we were thinking about, okay, could we use the logging that exists in the cloud service, which has this kind of information of, some basic information about tasks and forked tasks, to produce a live version of this for the cloud as opposed to for the local remote interpreter. So I think it is possible to kind of use this as a debugging or a visualization tool.
Yeah, I'm excited about actually being on. I think we have everything in place where we should be able to do that from when we have all the logs turned on. We know where task starts and what they await on. So we should be able to do exactly this for real cloud runs of real cloud
That's
code.
awesome.
Yeah.
Um, one one thing I would like to do, but I wonder if at the moment the drawing of the diagram is entangled too much to do this, but to uh, send a description of what happened, um, like store it on a file, and then separately be able to um, parse that and produce a diagram.
Yeah. I think that's possible because we're using the stream ability. So we could stream the events instead of to memory. We could write a handler that maybe streams to a file, like a local file. I think where it might be interesting in like the real world is the stream ability like is not in the Cloud Run interpreter, so that may prove challenging. But yeah, certainly for like the local one, we could write to a file instead because we have
Because
access
I would
tile.
love to do things beyond what Mermaid gives us the ability to do.
Yeah, it would be cool to.
Maybe produce SVG files or just draw whatever we want on a canvas, or even make produce like a website that lets you browse and interact with what happened. So if things are collapsed, you expand them, and then you can get more detail, maybe links to share,
Yeah.
or wherever the code came from.
Yeah, that's a
But that
great
would
idea.
require separating, having some sort of like a transcript. I keep thinking of that term, transcript, like could be used for generating the mermaid diagrams, but anything else we want to do with it.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I feel like it's possible, because the building blocks we're using are fairly simple. Stream, we're just writing data types basically. So I don't see a reason why we'd be limited to Mermaid in the long run, which would be so cool.
Maybe a live one, as things are awaited, they stay around for maybe a couple seconds and then they fade into the background because that process is no longer necessary, and then they spawn yeah.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. So, is your Canvas, the drawing ability, integrated with any website capabilities right now? Because I know you've done animations.
So not with a website, it's possible, but I think what I would need from Unison to do a website is a way to do WebSockets. So right now I can only do regular sockets, which means I have to run an actual application, and that's the Clarity application that I built using Electron. Um,
Right, right.
and the main reason I need an Electron application is to be able to use a regular socket. But if if I was able to do a WebSocket, I could connect to any website and send the data.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Someone's got to get motivated enough to write a
I
website.
don't know anything about WebSockets. Like, I had a hard enough time making like the simple Hello World server with normal sockets. I was like, what is this socket thing? Okay.
I never.
But I don't know. I mean, in the meantime, I I've cleaned up the Gravity code. Oh no, the Clarity code, and made a package that you can install, um, and just sits on your tray. So when you send commands to it from Unison, it will automatically bring it up. Um, I just need to pretty it up a little bit and package it up a little better, but I'm so close, and it could almost be sort of an interim UI to Unison, where you can maybe plot, uh, draw things, animate things. Um, yeah, so I'm hoping in the next couple weeks. I mean, I have it already. You guys could try it. If I have a package that runs on OS X,
Okay.
but I can probably do one for Linux and Windows as well. Um, and yeah, you just install it, and it's available whenever you run UCM.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I could totally give that a try because I'm using Mac. Awesome.
Maybe if you guys want, I could do that on one of these Wednesdays,
That'd be
where
so cool.
I get
Absolutely.
everybody up to speed on actually drawing things.
That would be.
That'd be a great because I think everyone is interested in sort of like visualizing or seeing things. It's like a really cool kind of experience. So yeah, that'd be a huge deal. That'd be super cool, Alvaro. We'll talk more about that. Okay, it looks like Alvaro's in. Stu, have you done the multi login process?
I'm in there.
Okay, cool. So I'm in the Visualize Remote. I pulled down Stu's Boxen version. And
Right.
I feel like this process events thing is new.
I'm not sure if we had that or not, but I split it out. There was one with a whole bunch of like all the add link helper functions. I split those out and documented them. Some of those the document needs to be straightened up a little bit. But the big deal is that let me see, what's the one that actually emits the interesting stuff is probably when we're actually emitting. Let me think, where is that? I'm trying to look for a function that's got interesting stuff in it. Yeah, so if you look at, I added top level add link and add node functions, and those are just now, they're accumulating actual flowchart links, and they're keeping, they have, the state that they're passing around is a little bit different, and, just to keep track of the stuff. So, there's one other function at the end, so we create the links on the fly here.
Okay.
And then at the end, so there's lots of ways you can make the boxes work, right? You can like emit the nodes and then like put the links that you want in the boxes, and then it'll just grab whatever node, anything that's got a link that's in a box, it puts those nodes in the boxes. Or you could do any kind of combination of putting, either categorizing the links and the nodes. So what I did is kind of kept a track of, like basically what the current thing that's in the graph that I'm either trying to draw arrows to or from, and then a list of all the things they ever created. Like this is like the ID they got, and this is like which location they're in and which task they're in. So at the end, what I can just do is omit all of these and say, all right, for this location, here are all the things that landed there. For this location, here are all the things. Right. So when I emit the flowchart, I can emit all the links, and then I could just say, all right, here's all here's all the nodes they ever created and all their locations, and that makes it easy at the end to just say, here's all the subgraphs. The subgraphs are just these nodes. You're saying as if you only somewhat understood that.
I truthfully may have just like burp, 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 like
Yep.
lost
To me, I
the
think
plot
that's
midway
the-
through.
And I'm sorry, and I realized I'm drawing on my screen when you're looking at yours and not mine. So I thought I was being more helpful than I was. I think the easiest thing for us to do is to run one and just look at the emitted graph, and then what I'm saying will make a lot more sense. Sorry, we should have gone straight to that.
That is a great idea. Let's take a look at
And
this.
you should share your screen.
I should indeed do that. This one. Okay. I see subgraphs. This is a good start. This is a
Right. Okay. So
flowchart.
what I was trying to say is, the way we emitted this chart, right? Like we can just first document like what the label is for each node we're creating. Then we could say what graphs each ID is on,
Okay. Yep.
and then we just dump out all the labels, and we don't have to worry about locations anymore.
Great. Yeah. I think
So
that's
the way yeah. So essentially, I accumulated exactly this data needed to do this. So I kept a list of all the labels I created, what location they're in, and then a list of all the links.
okay. Okay.
So basically, if you look at the last two arguments to this function, like the last argument and the return type are the same. That's our accumulator. And those three things are, what's the current node in this graph for this task is that map. The next is a list of what are all the nodes that they ever created and where do they live. And the next is a list of what are all the links we've ever created. And the next is what's the next available ID for, like the IDs for the nodes that, for the diagram, like the ID in the diagram, not any one of our IDs.
Okay.
Right. So like when you look at like subgraph 41 on the right, those 0, 9, 10, and 19, those are not node IDs. Those are like mermaid IDs. Where up top we said we're going to create a circle, we're going to give it an ID, and this is the label you should put on it. So like there's multiple, like 19 is 0 and 0 is 0 and 8, right? And 18 is 1, 2 and 1 is 1. So we're going to draw more than one node on the graph, but more than one node more than one node on the graph for the same task, but they'll have
Gotcha.
multiple label.
Yeah. I like what you've done here. I feel like it separates out the mermaid domain, like the drawing of that from
yeah.
the event emitting stuff in a way that I think is more intelligible.
Okay.
I'm
Anyway,
just-
where are we gonna go for here?
well, so okay, there's the quick and dirty way of doing this, and there's probably the right way
Of doing what? Of doing this? Which
of
is this, though?
of saying, because like we want to be able to do both depending on like a flag or some information. Locations as boxes versus I don't need particular location information, right?
Okay. Gotcha. Sure. That should be pretty easy.
So-
then we probably just have to not do the subgraphs. We just have to not, like, if you just omitted that middle section, it would do what you want.
Oh, interesting. So we could just use this baseline as the drawing mechanism for each. Okay.
Right. So instead of add link, there's, oh no, it's not that. Let me see. Where's the place where we actually omit the things?
It's not process events. I think we'll need this too. I'm going to bring that to scope.
Where's the thing that actually emits?
Is it run diagram?
Yeah, where does that live?
That's in.
Sorry, I missed some of the conversation, but I'm starting to realize that the stream of trace event, I think, is literally what I was like hoping to get, like as a transcript. Is that right? Like the stream of events represents the entire thing that I could actually draw in some other way.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Yay!
Perfect.
Okay, and then bring this into scope 2. Okay, so remote peer run diagram is where we create the subgraph.
Right. So wherever we're calling that create subgraph, just needs to not. That's subs. Right. Okay. So.
Da, 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 da.
Run diagram.
Okay. So if we just don't call create subgraph.
Right. And then at the bottom we do a think plus plus subs.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We don't.
Okay. I'm gonna have this thing take an argument for like quote unquote a style. We can rename this.
Sure.
Locations and then style. Okay.
Was it?
We can say if style equals with locations, then add the subgraph. Otherwise, don't add the subgraph. Wonderful. That was easier than I thought it would be.
Ship it.
Ship it. We should try it. Let's do a little test. Oh. With locations. And then, do we have a sequence example in here already? I think we do.
The docs have tons of examples.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I put them in there. Okay, doc.examples. We'll do, where's that sequence one? Oh, sequence with region, number 8. Okay. Okay. Okay, actually, don't think this needs to be delayed. At 1. We want diagram. Ooh, that emitted. Oh, I need to text it. Okay, this is why we put everything in a main method, because the new line thing. Print it. Okay. Well, this one has the locations. Oh, this is a big drawing. Guess I should share the other screen. Okay, great. Locations. I'm going to switch to no locations and redraw it. And let's confirm that it does what we want. This is what it looks like without location boxes. Hey,
Yeah.
this is great. Okay, welcome, Cody.
Thank you.
We are drawing boxes and no boxes for our beautiful mermaid diagrams. So, okay, so there we have it. Should we add payload size?
Yes, we should, because I think it's going to be really easy and really that's fun.
Ooh, okay, yes. Stu,
Right, so
take it away.
Well, we need to edit. You need to pull in the data type for our whatever our stream is.
Stream?
The thing we're streaming out. What is there that we need to edit that data type?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
The,
Receiver.
Await state?
yeah, that.
Oh.
Okay, so wait, no. Oh, no. What's the event? It's the what is it? Trace event? Is that what we called it? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, trace
Yes.
event.
So Stu, I think
Oops.
something will be easy here, and something might not be. So I think we can call, value.serialize to see how big this serialized thunk that we're sending would be. But I think what we'll miss is simulating the receiving side saying, "Oh, you're referencing a hash I don't have," and that back and forth, and
Oh yes, absolutely, we can't do that. No.
I'm not sure, but I guess that would only ever be like terms. Like it would never go back for like the actual data that you're sending in the thunk, right?
Wait, say that again. That wouldn't.
Well, I was thinking maybe there would be a back and forth where like on the second trip back, you're sending a large amount of data or something that we would miss. But I don't think that would really be the case. I think that's just for fetching like code-based definitions, right?
That's all before we start running the thumb. And then we have to ignore it here. We can't, no.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to switch back to your editor?
Oh,
Rebecca?
yes, I do. I do indeed. Thank you.
All right, so here we're going to try and add a NAT for a payload size to both of these, essentially, right?
Oh, you know why? Because we didn't add that yet. My bad. Here, no.
Sorry, I was trying not to make a...
No worries.
That's good.
Oh, and then
All right, so, yeah, can we get it to do?
fork. Oh, yes. Okay. These definitions were edited. Some of these did indeed change and others did not. Like, Oh,
Right.
you know what? It's because we changed remote pure run diagram, so this lovely hash is that.
Is what? Remote.
Yes.
Oh,
So all the examples, we're
oh,
just
yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. We can do it real quick if you want. We're gonna want.
Okay, we'll fix this.
We'll fix it real quick. We have multiple cursors. We can do it fast.
Okay. About.
Hey, did you pull them all in or just one?
Oh no, you know what? I did it one at a time, and that was a mistake. I'm just gonna update this, and then
Okay, that's fine.
we'll do another to do.
Do them all. Yeah.
That is a good call. Edit. Let's see. 7 through 16. Okay.
So everywhere we have these, that becomes what? Oops. Becomes remote up here dot run.
Yes. Run diagram.
And which parameter is the boolean? Is it the first one or the last one?
It takes location.
Oh, it does. Oh, right.
Oh, and you know what? I feel like some of these produce docs, and so those are transitively depending on remote pure run diagram. So the one that produces doc, I think I just called it flowchart to doc. Let me double check that. To doc. Nope. Yes. Flowchart to text. View flowchart to text. Da, 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 da. No, that's fine. Okay, it's remote run to doc. Oh, I'm sorry. I need to overwrite these changes really quick. So this is going to take, oh, this should probably be configurable, because if you want it to show up in documentation, it does matter if you want the location boxes or not. So I'm going to say that this takes a style thing. Okay, and then these we need to just say
I don't know what that function should be. It should probably just be something different. That thing that's in there now is huge. For
this.
the tab. Yeah. It should just be probably the thing. Well, it looks like maybe we just don't need. But could we just delete this one?
Sure. Just delete docs examples sequence region example.
Yeah, I think so. That one.
Delete term. Okay. That was, yeah, just.
And then that's used again down here. I got it.
You got it? Okay. Okay, offset 60. Oh, we got a little. And 109. We got.
Oops. Oh, we lost style somehow.
I got it. I'm going to get it back. Okay, 221. Does this process event?
Oh, now we need a location. I mean, a payload size.
Oh, because we have in scope these things changed, right? Okay, that's fine. So that's
What do
where
we
we're
do?
at.
We got a fork parent event child. Oh, right. So and a size. No, we're gonna need it in there.
We will, yeah. Okay. And then that means
Okay.
add link. False. Parent,
Need-
child, size accumulator. So we need a nat here.
And that from to size.
Oh, you know what? Size is last. My bad. Let me move that.
Oh no. No, let's keep the accumulator. No.
Okay, is that
Wait,
right?
wait. Doesn't seem right.
So you're matching on this map in this cases?
Is this the same add link?
I'd assume so. Because Boolean, task,
Okay.
task, size.
Oh, is it? So it is before. It is before that one. Yeah. That's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
I shall soon advocate for us changing that to be
Okay, so
a
now the
unique
link.
type.
The link should include it, which is constructed on 246. And now the link says awaited by or else fork. Okay, so the label maybe on 233. Do we just change it to the size?
We need the await we need that label because that's like the thing that says await versus like is the test being forked or awaited. So that directionality is important. I think the size could be appended to the label
Okay.
optionally, or does it make sense to annotate the task node itself with the size? Like this task is of this size?
Wait. I don't know. We'll just put something there and we can
Oh,
tweak it
okay.
once we
Okay.
so, there. Awaited.
By.
So, awaited by, sure. But it's gonna say now. It's just gonna say many.
Extra space.
Is that size parameter just metadata for knowing how big to make the location boxes?
No. It's the payload size.
Oh, okay, cool.
How big the thunk was when you're forking, and how big the result was when you're awaiting.
I have a dumb question. By definition, those can be different sizes because assuming like you've done work, right? Like on the node.
Well, they're gonna be different sizes. I mean, one is like a function body, and the other is like the function result. They're
Ah, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
what are we doing now?
Let's see. Does it compile? Will it blend?
I don't know what it's complaining about.
Oh, we've got
Trace of multiple. Oh. Wait,
143.
we added anything?
143.
No. We need to like commit the data types and then get them out of here.
You are right. We do need to do that. Let me move these up. And I'm going to do a quick add.
Yep. And then we can change the to do.
Yeah. And not that. Okay. I'm going to update. Okay. And now I'm going to get rid of the data types because they are unique and they are in here. And we have 2 style mains in scope, so Oh, did I not commit this up here? Pardon me. Sorry, don't mean to.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. Let's try it again. There we go. That looks a little better. 147.
Okay, so now our run.simple is got the wrong type.
Yeah.
Can we? Okay, what does it have? It's
It's using the old trace event.
okay. Just copy that. Oh, we can't do it. We just have to edit that function because we're gonna have to.
Can we do replace? Can we use the replace type thing?
Maybe I don't. As long as the constructors aren't in there, in that, if the constructors are in there, we're gonna have to change the constructors.
Well, oh, like if they're called, like I'm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Try it. You
Oh,
can try it.
okay.
It'll work.
Yeah, let's try it. Okay, replace from to. So I'm replacing.
Replace the thing that's in the signature now, and then yeah.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Replace that with
Replace the event.
trace event local. Ooh.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
So is that type mismatch in there because you guys are using a different namespace now?
No, because we changed the type and we didn't, and so it propagated that where it could, but this function couldn't be updated. It couldn't automatically propagate that patch thing because we need to actually tell it what to do because the constructors changed. So I think you needed it. We just need to edit
Yeah,
this function.
we do need to edit it. You're right, because this is the thing where we're going to add the payload size. Gotcha.
Right.
Yes. Edit that. All right.
Or just so yeah, everywhere we have this, we definitely want to get.
You just want regular trace event.
Yeah.
Okay, and oh, that's right. We're going to be
Just like that.
plagued by a pretty printer. I think it just needs to be on the same line as the ref.
Yeah, where it needs a lit, I think. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting everything on one line until it works.
Yeah. We're working on it. It's hard to, change foundations of programming languages without a little bit of bumps. So, virtual cancel subs 235.
All right, we need okay. Our weight here needs a size.
Okay. So, await.
We're done. We have a done E. That means we want to. Okay, so we want to say size equals. What do we want to do? We want to do bytes. We want the bytes. That size of the thing we get when we value dot serialize the thing we get when we wrap the value around.
Ooh, hold on. Huh. Okay. I haven't looked too much into our reflection libraries, so
That's not reflection. All we did was say, give us a serialized version of this.
but value.value does something.
It just wraps it. It's just a wrapper. It just wraps it. It's not.
Oh, okay. No fancy magic there.
Well, it's no, not really. No, that's just a hint for the runtime.
Gotcha.
Or something. I don't know for sure. All right. The other is our callback. Oh, there's the E. So we do the same thing here. Size equals this stuff of the E. Take the size. And now we're going to be on the fork side. Okay, where do we create the forks?
Where do we do that?
Emit a fork, line 220.
Oh, I'm going the wrong direction.
Okay, so where is our thunk? Our thunk is a trifork at location A. It's A. So same thing. We do size equals the bytes dot size of the value dot serialize of the value dot value A.
Does this first one located task need it as well, or
Wait, sorry, what?
so in line 222?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, what? What did I do wrong here?
So you added size to one, but not the first one, and I'm wondering if they should be
what?
different.
Wait, first one. I tried to add it to the end. What am I doing? Oh, wait, what is...
Wait, trace event
Going on?
dot fork. Maybe I'm.
Yeah, hang on. It's because of this. Is it? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Okay, my bad. Ooh, it's compiling. Ship it.
Okay. Yeah, run it.
Okay. I'm updating it. Okay. I know there's going to be like an exploding series of things to fix.
Nah, we're just gonna run it, aren't we? Oh, we should fix one diagram. That's for sure. We'll just fix them all. Just put them all in
Yeah,
the box.
7 through 18. We're going to fix it.
I gotta go join a meeting.
Okay,
Okay,
thanks so
good
much,
stuff.
Alvaro. Yeah, we'll see you
Good to
later.
see you.
Bye bye.
Okay, so all of these 4Js are really what? Run diagram, right?
It's got to produce a doc, so I think it's run to
to-
doc.
I don't know if that takes other things. I'm just trying to... Wait, print X, do we? Okay, this one's we're going to change to example something. Example, what was it?
There was an example seq. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What's happening here? Oh,
Did we change this? I wonder if it's just below us in scope. Let me grab it. Somewhere down here in. There we go.
oh, this is just the wrong constructor. I see. Yeah. Okay.
You want this one instead?
No. All these things need to just be trace of it.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And this is going to have a size. And this takes a size now. And it's the same thing here. It's
170.
definitely for the ACC. Secret. Sorry, I'm on top of you.
Nope, go for it. It's great. 27. Fourth argument.
wrong with the fourth argument? Oh, did we have them wrong and it's better now? No. Yes?
Size is the last thing. Add link.
Did we not save? Do we need to? Do we have an updated version of AddLink lower that we just haven't committed yet?
I mean, my version of add link has a nat
Okay.
on the end, but
What is it saying? What am I missing?
Boolean. Let me just double check that we don't.
No, that's the wrong. Wait, this is wrong. Wait.
I
this is
found
the
it.
wrong- Okay.
I'm bringing it up.
Okay. Thank you.
There we go. Now it's happy.
How about that? Run.simple. Does it need a? Does that need like a boolean or something? What is it?
Just had a weird prefix. There's some weird prefix on line 78. Oh, you got it. Go for it. Thank you. And 135.
I think that's the one we decided to get rid of.
Okay, let's just get rid of it. We can always update it later. And there we go. I'm going to update it.
And run it.
Okay. So if we run test did I not add my run function, my nice test somewhere? Style main.
Did you intend to grab the data type there? You did.
I did not want that. Thank you.
Does run diagram need a boolean or something?
I don't
Well,
find.
we had- No, I guess that's not it.
How come it's finding the wrong run diagram?
Did we ever commit that one?
I feel like we did, but let's
It's right here below.
yeah, that's what I. Oh, did we? So we updated it, and we updated it in a way that didn't include some sort of what the drawing information. Oh, hold on, Stu. I can't hear you anymore. Is it me?
I know. What drawing information? No, I just don't. I didn't catch that. I don't know what you mean.
Okay, so when we added the ability to draw location boxes versus not, we added like a style thing to the diagram.
Okay.
And then when we went and we looked in the UCM and said, pull us the to-do items, it pulled up a version that
Okay.
that didn't have that. So
All right. We just need to add a style here, right?
yes.
Which do you prefer?
Well, I kind of just want to grab the run diagram that we implemented down here.
Oh, okay.
Because we did the work once.
I must have misunderstood what you meant. Okay.
So I'm gonna pull this up, and then we can replace it. Because we want, oh, come on. Copy that, and pull it up. Okay.
Saying there's another version. I'll get rid of the other version.
Yeah, do you have it? Can you delete it or?
Done.
Thank you. Okay. Cool. 205. Okay, I'm updating this because it compiles. Okay, now
To do? You want to check to do? You might as well.
I should. You're right. I always forget to check to-dos, and then my code base ends up being weird.
Just do them. Pull them in. See what the problem is.
Okay, I'm gonna update it. Checking to-dos. Come on. Are we going in a circle? Like, is this one of those?
Can you view test? Can you say names? Test create log.
Just the
And
one.
names readme.
Just the one.
These aren't in a cycle.
I think we're editing in a cycle.
I don't think we are. Can you view one of these,
Sure.
or view all of them, or edit all of them? What is the problem in here?
There's nothing directly that's the problem.
Yes, it is. Look, it
Where?
is temp box remote. It's this box remote stuff. Inline signature. There it is. At the second paragraph. We need just pull them all in. We're gonna fix them all.
Okay. Grab them. Edit. 7 through
14.
14.
Okay, I'm removing everything that says temp box remote.
Okay. Okay. Update?
Yeah. To do.
If we're stuck in a to-do time loop, I'm going to be very sad. How is there more stuff to do? This is the thing where I'm like, what gives?
Is any of the? Can you find that we edited any of these recently? I don't think so. Just edit it, or just do
Okay.
it. Edit.
Edit 7 through 9. That's correct. Yes.
There's nothing to change.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we have something bad in your patch. Can you view your view patch.patch? Or view.patch patch, I mean. Oh, shoot. Oh boy. Yeah, before we did this. Okay. Choose your own adventure, Rebecca.
God.
We can either fix, there's one broken thing in your patch file somewhere. Probably a lot of things that don't need to be there. There's one broken thing in your patch file somewhere. How it got there, I don't know. That's what's making your to-do be wrong. We can go find it and get rid of it so your to-do's clean and then run the thing. Or we can move on and run the thing. And I don't care which one you want to do.
So,
Delete.patch. Delete.patch.
Yeah, that's a totally valid fix.
I mean,
Delete that
that's normally what I do is I just delete my
or
patches.
do you want? I mean, I know how we could fix this. I
Okay,
know how we
this is for posterity. This is being recorded. We should be principal Unison developers and show people how to fix their patch as opposed to doing what I normally do, which is just
maximize your
delete it.
terminal. Just looking at that for a second.
Okay, so what should we do?
I want to just look at your terminal. We need to see all of these. This is a big thing.
Sure.
So can we make that bigger?
Yes.
All right. Can you run to do again? All right. So look for. It's saying the problem. Your frontier is the dependence on this definition. Wait. Okay. What is this? Okay. Definition. This was replaced by. Okay. So you see the term 1, term 4. We got to find term 1 or term 4 in this patch and just get rid of it. And I would recommend looking for the second side. Look for term 4. Okay, so get that in your clipboard so you're ready to search for it. Yeah, and now you got to view that patch, the patch, and find that in there.
Search unless is question mark that.
No, it's just slash other than that.
Oh,
You
it's
have
just it's just slash. Okay.
yeah, it's slash for down and question mark for up.
Oh.
Okay. Um. So, okay, now hit Q. Delete dash. Delete dot term dash replacement.
Dash replacement.
Yeah. Or yeah.
And then
87. I think you have
87.
to do one I think you have to do it one at a time. All right.
Okay.
I'll try to- And I was expecting to see him on the right side.
Should we do it again for term 1?
Yeah.
View dot patch. Jesus.
Or can you just search for them up in your buffer because they're already there, and we could just do delete term replacement again. 85 and 86. Tap. Yeah.
86. Okay, so
So
for all our curious viewers and me, what exactly did we just do? We deleted a patch mapping.
seek region. We just okay. Okay. What is? I don't know what's going on now. Delete that patch. Okay, I mean, I would look for docs example seek region in your patch next to see what's funky about that, but I see it's mapping old one to a new one, which is fine. Where else? Can you scroll up just a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
And that's 85. Can you go farther? Oh, it's skipped. We missed.
There's a missing
That's
middle.
right. Okay, 57 looks sketchy. Yes. Well, you got a loop here. 57, 56, 55, 56, 57. Those are like... Look at that. We are mapping docs to exec seek region, and then... Okay. What is... Okay, here's what's happened.
Okay.
Okay, this is one of those things where we know that we know how to introduce cycles when we do something like... I have a small example A, and I also name that small example B at some point and try to change, or I try to both change, I have a small example A, and I try to introduce an example B, but I make example B have the body of A and A have some new body.
Okay.
You reintroduce the cycle, and it's with these things. So all the things around 55, 56, 57, I think are the things that should go away.
Okay.
Anything where well, no, 57 is the one that's most suspect to me because that one is something docs to docs. It's not from another. So can we view your patch again?
Sure.
Look at anywhere it's docs to docs.
So
Not main docs. Don't worry about it. So 57. Was there anything else like that?
So Stu, you're confirming that this is indeed sus.
Oh, it's absolutely sus, and I know how it happens, and we know about it, and we've had long discussions about how to fix it, and I think we have a plan that is not being implemented yet. Okay, so in general, to clean this up, what I would do is to get rid of. I think 57 would get us on our way. I think there probably could be other problems hidden in the fact that I think you could probably always clean house and delete anywhere on the right, or you have one that's a hash, because that could be another source of problems that it's hard to spot the loops there. But definitely get rid of 57.
Okay.
So hit up arrow and not just up arrow, up arrow. No.
No?
Up arrow until you see the delete term replacement. You were about to start typing it again.
Oh, thank you. Gotcha. And it was 57.
Yeah. I think your to do will be fine now.
Stu.
Anyway, let's run that
Genius.
thing. Can we see a pretty graph yet?
Okay, yeah, we want to see the graph. This is the thing. Okay. We want to run style main. Okay, ooh, I do see byte information. So that's good.
And all of our, now you get to see how large our serialized nats are. They're all 122 bytes.
Is that right? Okay, hold on, let me share the other. Change windows.
Oh, Cody, you're going to tell me that we should have gzip the payloads, aren't you?
Yeah, I was gonna say on the cloud backend we do compress. I can't remember which format, but
We do gzip.
I think we might do zlib directly, maybe.
See, awaited by should be awaited for.
Oh. Why are these? Oh, okay, so we're, yeah.
We do zlib.compress, which is in base, so you should be able to do it.
Well, we're not, I don't know. Do we want to do that? I guess we, do we? Yeah. Should we? Actually, yeah, I'd be curious. Yeah, let's do it. Why don't we do it? First of all,
I think our compression, Unisyn's compression kind of assumes you are going to do something like zlib, because otherwise you end up with the same hash repeated in the format a billion times.
So
I mean, for a big structure, I guess not for a single NAT. For a single NAT, that's just kind of inefficient. But.
where's,
So right now the byte output that's being shown is uncompressed, and you guys are deciding about if it makes sense to show what the compressed amount of bytes is, because
it
we
does
expect for the remote
cloud.
your interpreter to be at parity.
Yeah. Exactly. Why does it say awaited by 122 bytes?
Because I said we should just throw it out there and then we could fix it. Fix it.
Oh,
I'm fixing that right now. I'm making awaited for and forked. But should we? I don't know. Should we do the compression thing, or what should we do next?
yeah, do it. I mean, it's like I think you literally just add zlib.compress in front of the bytes that you're currently serializing.
Bytes that size. I'm doing it. I'm gonna pull this remote pure simple to the top.
okay. So question, does the remote, like the real cloud remote stuff, it actually compresses the message being sent versus here we're not compressing the message that's being sent, but we are reporting, quote unquote, the message as if its size is compressed.
And we're not reporting the actual messages. There's a little payload around them. It's not very big or anything. Whatever. But it is way more our thunks are very compressible, so it is way more accurate to show. The NAT is not compressible, right? Some other structure returning might be very compressible,
All right.
but a thunk should be somewhat compressible, depending on what the thunk is.
So for us, if we were to rerun it, let's say like this fork for 48,640 bytes, because that's still a thunk, would that in theory be smaller?
Maybe it depends on the thunk. So, like, certainly, if you had a thunk that captured like a tree of values, because I think the way the tree of values would be serialized is each node would say, "Oh, I have a text object," and it would have the hash for text, and then it would say, "Here's the text."
And each constructor would have the tag of its constructor too. So you'd have like for like a tree, you're gonna have the tip and the bin constructors repeated everywhere.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
And there was some talk of some optimizations to like, map when you serialize a payload, be like, all right, here are the hashes I'm going to include in this payload. I'm going to assign each one just a NAT identifier. And you could potentially optimize that way, but then we're like, let's just like use zlib or gzip or whatever.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to update this. And now if we rerun it.
Yeah, for these NAT values, they might actually get bigger.
Yeah, they
Can't
should
remember.
get bigger.
Zlib might have. Yeah, they might get bigger.
They look the same, but let me just double check I don't have any to-dos.
Wait, I didn't do this yet. Did you do this? What are you doing?
I didn't save the file. My bad.
Wait, you couldn't have done this. What are you doing?
I just reran style main.
Okay. I mean, I've only made one.
Okay, I will wait. I didn't realize it was still being done.
Okay, I've done the awaits. Now, where's the forks? Compile? If that compiles, can you give that a try? You want to show your...
Yes, I will. Actually, I'm just going to run main and then I'm show the diagrams because this diagram is going to change. And then I'll switch back.
So the forks are like 12K, 24K.
Ooh,
40,
interesting.
And
These did get... So the forked functions are
holy, no, like
smaller
wow. Why is
Then-
that so...
than NATs.
Wow, that's crazy. Did I do that right?
Let me share the other screen.
No, I did not do that right. Please hold. Try that.
How is it 32 bytes?
Who knows what I just serialized?
Okay, we're updating it. We're going to rerun this. Okay, yes.
I'm
Yes.
sorry, make us switch windows again. But okay, that's more reasonable.
Yeah.
Like there are 1 to 1.5K.
Switch
Like that.
windows. Okay. Yeah. So this makes sense. Because the forked thunks are now smaller than like 48,000 bytes. The NATs
And
are a
those
little
were
smaller.
40K, 20K, 10K going down the tree, and now they're like 1,000.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Cool.
Ooh, okay. This is great. Oh, this is so cool. Because
And
you
the
can
dotted-
see which ones are potentially being forked to new locations too.
Which are the dotted ones?
Yeah.
Okay, now with boxes.
With boxes? Okay. Okay.
All right, now the arrows for big amount of bytes should be red.
We could do that.
The heat map payload set.
We balked on doing colors. Well, I think I don't
that's
think
right.
Alvaro's thing doesn't support colors yet. But
No, it's
No.
the
it would,
JavaScript.
I mean, it's like add a couple constructors. It's not like it would be hard. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would be cool at some point. But.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably tough to like go back and trace like what was the thing that had the big payload, but you could potentially
no, okay, wait. That's what we
read everywhere. You're like, all right, I'm passing a lot of stuff around.
That do you want to try to do our other idea, which is to put the
Yeah. Because we do want to see what is the big payload.
what we could just pretty print the thunks. in a
Oh,
square.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Pretty inside the diagram, or did you want to do not inside the diagram?
I think we emit a bunch of nodes that aren't connected to anything, that instead of being circle nodes are square nodes, and they have like a 1:, and then the code for that thunk. No, we were going to emit. No, no, no. We decided we weren't going to do it that way. We were going to emit them as unison docs.
Yeah.
We would a legend in unison docs, so we could say 0 is this code, and
Yeah.
1 is this code.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun for trivial examples, but for any like real life simulation, it would just have an amount of data that would just be totally unreadable.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
When you say render the unison links, do you mean just a link to the doc page on share?
I'm
Or do you
saying
actually
that
wanna
we could
inline?
here. I could show you the code for node 9. Any one of these circles, I could show you what the thunk looks like. Like we could print the code, and show you that 11 is a 1 + 1, and so is B.
Yeah. And we even think we might be able to.
It's like a word count of like a text document that's 5,000 words or something, right?
Yeah, but that's all. Yeah, so one of these is going to be like some of these are going to be word count, but there's not going to be a ton of different unique thunks. They're going to be running over unique values, but not a lot of unique thunks.
Oh, but won't. Yeah, that's something I don't have a good sense of is when you pretty print it, when will the data be a part of that thing that's pretty printed and when will it not be? I think because if your thunk,
We are gonna what we would be logging is the thing you passed a fork at.
yeah, which
For here is not many things.
but it might close over some big text object, right? Won't that end up getting pretty printed?
No, there's no. Okay, yes, that big object would get pretty printed at like 0, right? Maybe.
Okay, so it wouldn't
I
be
guess-
included in the body of the quote unquote source. It would be
Like
a
it has to
node.
be actually included in the. You have to actually see it like in the thunk.
I guess the simple solution to that is just truncate it to like, 1,000 characters or whatever.
Yeah, I think we should try and see.
Okay, yeah, one way to find out. Okay, so it is in the run simple function that we're going to make
Well,
this change, right?
we would have to change our data type again, where we added a size. We have to add a thunk now. Too.
Okay. I think we should do what I do with the docs and bring everything in this namespace in scope.
That's what we do often.
Yeah, that's what we have to do.
All
too.
right, yeah. Okay, so we're going to bring 1 through 63 into scope.
So have you guys already pushed this latest iteration out to share?
But that's probably a good idea.
Yeah,
actually.
yes, this is good. Now that it works, ship it. Okay.
And maybe we should do the thunk thing next time. I don't know.
That is, we could save it for next time. Push
Next time.
projects dot visualize remote. I think I have to go up one.
And kind of going back over to the exercise that we did with the to do. So when you run the to do command, that shows you all of the orphan smashes that you have locally.
It looks. I mean, without a command. I mean, when you're looking at the page, you give it a patch to show you, and the patch is going to have a list of all the current replacements that are in the patch, and that patch gets run every time you run update. Essentially, anytime you transact, it after a transaction is going to run the patch, which will say, it's basically it's just that list. Replace this with that, right? So your to do, all to do is actually doing, is looking for any code in your current namespace that has a dependency on anything on the right-hand side of that patch. And anything that has a dependency,
left side, right?
I mean left-hand side of that patch, sorry. So anything that's on the left-hand side of that patch means I tried to apply the patch and I couldn't do it, so I need you to do it for me. Right? So in our case, it was able to do it for us for a bunch of places, but not the places where we actually needed to call the constructors, because it doesn't know how to map the old constructor to the constructor.
And who are I and you?
Sorry, when
In
you, I
that?
mean, the algorithm we have right now for patching could not, I mean, and I don't know how it would be able to. Like an example, what we got to for the to do for one, like one of the legitimate to dos we had was that after we had changed um, our event data type to include the payload sizes, like it did update a bunch of functions where that maybe mentioned that type but didn't need a pattern match in the constructors or didn't need to call the constructors. It could just say, all right, this is the type that took in this type and returned it, but it didn't actually inspect the constructors, so it's all good. Um, but like for our things that call the constructors or pattern match in the constructors, when it's applying the patch during an update process, it'll just kind of leave those and say I'm not gonna modify those in place because I don't know how to modify them. So then when you come along and say to do says, is there anything I would try to modify because it's still dependent on something on the left, and it would say, yeah, this function is something you need to edit. Um, so what had happened there is we had gotten into our patch file a type of situation where it was A depends on B and B depends on A type of or A tries to replace B and B tries to replace A. And the way you can do that that we know of that we've stumbled across that we've done naturally a bunch of times like we did here is something along the lines, and we do it all the times with like docs and with tests. Those are the type of things where maybe you create a simple test and then in your next iteration you both edit that test and introduce another copy of the old test. It doesn't know, it kind of looks like you can kind of trick it into putting one patch in that says I replaced this body, and then you come in and replace it again. And I don't know, it gets somehow it ends up eating its tail. We have it written down. And this was something when we had our big retreat in Boston. This is something that we late night like spend 2 hours on and okay, we could do if we made these changes, this is how we could prevent that from happening. And it's like then we just haven't it hasn't been time to we're working on projects instead right now. I guess is the answer to that. It's something that's kind of big effort for something that doesn't come up that often, which is unfortunately confusing, but I don't know. I'm not sure what to do about it right now.
Okay, someone who is a namespace whisperer, tell me what I'm doing wrong because I've reset this route like two times now. I can't push this visualize remote namespace up because of reasons that I don't understand. So I have to pull it down, and it's
Yep.
going to make it really ugly.
Nope. Wait.
No, don't do that.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead and pull it. You should be fine with pulling.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You want to show us your screen?
Yes, I do. That is a good call. Thank you. Okay. It's got a lot of cruft in here because I changed the namespace structure a little bit to main and then Stu your
Okay.
box and stuff.
Oh, my box and stuff is in there.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Is that a Brian Regan callback? Love it.
What? Okay. So we have a copy of everything and then a copy of everything in Boxen and
And a copy of all the old stuff in main.
is there one copy where's the copy that's up to date?
It's in Boxen.
Okay. So we want Boxen to really be the main, is that really?
Yes. But
Right.
I can't push.
Oh, and you're in just the root namespace,
Yeah, mistakes have been made.
Rebecca.
I know. It should be under public projects.
All right.
Okay, here's I could move. I'm gonna reset the route again.
Wait. Don't wait. What did you? Okay, I don't know what you've been doing. Okay, go ahead. Do what you're gonna do.
Here, I'm gonna undo the pull because it's a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
Yeah.
Wait, the pull of
Of
Messy.
pulling messy namespace down to local clean namespace.
What is your eventual goal? Do you want to keep the history, or do you just want to put the current stuff up there?
Should I just force push it?
I guess what I'm asking is, do you just want to force push it?
I do kind of just want to force push it because no one, to my knowledge, is
No,
relying
it's
on
fine.
this
The history's
library.
in there. The history's in there because you've worked. It's got a linear history that's all there. Well, that's not true. Yeah, it's all going to be there. It's going to be fine. All right. Here's what I would do. Cody, you could check me on this. I would. So if I would pull down, well, I think what you want to do is like pull down RL Mark public projects, and then go in there and make it the way you want. Just remove remote, put Boxen in its place, and push it all back up.
Like at the projects level.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Because there's a
I don't
rule
know.
where you have to push to like stand at the parent and push to the
Yeah.
children, and that's what I'm running into. Because I did make this in the root of my namespace because I'm
So
lazy.
the way you would force push is just okay. Pull RL Mark public projects. You can reset root. You should know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
I'm
think you
gonna
got it.
reset the root.
We're gonna have to train you in some namespace.
I just
No, we're gonna have to fix that.
we should just
They are
fix
gonna be
this. Like this is a standard workflow to be like, I'm working in this project. This project is called Visualize
Well,
Remote. I
until
would like to push
project
it.
man, you gotta
Sorry, I do have to go. I'll see you all later.
Okay, bye, Cody.
so pull the
Okay.
pull RL Mark's public projects.
Pulling the projects.
Yeah, and then you're
Two
gonna see-
projects.
No, yeah, just leave it. Yeah, in a project.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
because it's a mess. It's a there's also a lot in here, which is also perhaps why I
No.
do not.
No, there's not. Because I do this all the time, and I have a lot.
Well, I have a fork of the entire website in my projects. People are seeing a lot today of our workflow, and I'm both glad and mortified.
It's friendlies.
It's we're really friendly people. People will understand that we're humble and kind and
We're also
Can
doing
l-
cool stuff to.
can laugh at ourselves. Yeah. And you know, how many other languages can visualize a remote computation locally with cool diagrams? So it's still going.
Yeah. Well, you see, normally you're in your one code base that you're always working in, and then you always have this stuff always pulled down.
You know, there's some assumptions there about how many code bases I have.
I know there are not. I know how many code bases.
I have like 50.
I used to be you.
I know,
I have one now,
but
and I have way more code, and it's good.
I know it's gotten a lot better, and I have cut down. I really only operate between 3 code bases now. One of which is the website, which is weird.
I can see that might want to be its own code base.
It kind of has to be because of deployment reasons.
That makes sense. So maybe I didn't realize how much stuff we were about to pull down.
I mean, it's a fair assumption because I feel like Nimbus generally is the biggest code base.
I mean, well, it's nowhere big as my code base,
Yeah.
because Nimbus contains everything. I mean, yeah, there's very few things that are in Nimbus that aren't in my code base.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
Okay.
All right, that wasn't that
All right,
bad.
you need your projects. Now move dot wherever Boxen is to Visualize Remote.
Move the
Is it
namespace.
not common for people's workflows to have a project's namespace already?
No.
No, Stu and I made the decision to create a project's namespace in preparation.
I made the decision to do what Simon told me. I copied Simon when he first did it, so.
Yeah, when in doubt, copy Simon.
Since he's the one who's making the website, I figured. So yeah, you want
Okay.
to move dot namespace, and it's called like dot visualize remote dot boxen,
Okay,
right? Isn't it? Is that to visualize remote? You want to replace visualize remote?
I do, yes. To visualize remote. Okay, so I'm replacing it. Okay.
Push.
Cool. Push public dot projects. This namespace. So I'm at the parent. Oh, please work.
Oh, do you have this namespace mapped?
Huh?
Did you map this? Do you have this namespace mapped? I guess you do. You did. I mean,
I think so.
yep. So it's just the two entities. So it's the one that you replaced and then the parent that you were sitting in.
Oh, but
We got
no.
We got to stop talking about entities because it confused the hell out of people.
But this is not.
They didn't do the right thing.
Hold on. Maybe visualize remote. Oh no. This is right. Yes. Okay. We're good. Everything is good. That was amazing, Stu.
So that command that you just
High five.
ran the move namespace into, so it's move namespace from root visualize remote dot boxin into current projects visualize remote.
Yeah.
If there's a question there, I missed it.
I was just confirming that that's what we did.
Yep. We just replaced one with the other.
Yeah. Yeah. And when, so I run into problems when I'm pushing, like I'm inside a namespace and I push that from inside that namespace to my remote. Sometimes it's better to stand one namespace above the work that you did and push that work.
Sometimes it's
Okay, yes. By sometimes I mean most of the time that's the better pattern. So, yeah, pro tips. Cool. We did it. Go us.
all right. Cool.
All right, we should call it next time. We'll figure out how to serialize the thunk and display it in a pretty way. So, we're getting there.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks
Later,
so
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Feedback.